Hey, what's going on, guys? We got 4 of the sheaths done, and now it's time to get these two going. All right, guys, so off camera, I went ahead and knocked out these 4 sheaths, even the one on the cardinal clip, and they all turned out pretty cool. Nice retention on all of them. The skeletonized are very difficult for me to do the sheaths, because on ones with handles, I can get extra retention right in this area where the handle clip pops into that kydex. But obviously with the skeletonized, I don't have that, so all the retention really is right here. I mean, I might have a little retention right here on the naked column, but all the retention is right here. And I've done it in the past where I get the sheath to come back to this hole, and I, like on this one, we get a little bit of retention right in here, but what happens is every time you pull the knife in and out, that ends up scratching on the blade, and it kind of messes the finish off on the blade, when I don't really particularly like that. But these all came out pretty well. They have that little ramp for just the little skeletonized. There is a slight bit of rattle in some of these, but there's not much I could do about it. There is a design that I'm trying to see if I could do with the skeletonized, but I could do it with a 2-part pancake sheath, which I don't really particularly like. I'm trying to figure out how I could do it with a taco, but that's for another video. But these guys are all looking good, and literally the only thing left on these guys now is to sharpen. I've already kind of got it started. I cheated on the grinder and got a little bit started, but it's definitely not anywhere close to being sharp. It just removed some of the material so that I can take less time on my TS Prof, which is set up right there. So we're going to be getting that one done, as well as the cardinal clip over here. Also, we are looking good. But the big project, and I know you guys have been staring at it the whole time, are the 2 Maxes. We have the ADC RV2 and the Pops Pro Cut, and both of them are ready for the handles to be shaped and cut down and everything else. We have a ton of work to do on these 2. So on this video, we're going to be focusing on these. These are just going to slowly get sharpened and the lanyards put on them. So that is something that I can just update you guys when I do it. I don't need to go into depth with sharpening. I've already done all those types of things. But these 2, yep, I know you guys are super excited about seeing how these take shape, literally.
All right, guys, I got fans on and everything. It's actually hot today, so we are looking pretty good. What do you guys think of that? We are starting to get these nice and contoured. It's a little thinner in here, a little, I wouldn't say Coke bottle, but it's Coke bottle in here. But yeah, these give you a nice grip, and they're looking pretty good. And we are now at the step where we can start hand sanding these out, and getting rid of all this kind of stuff and everything else. And I'm starting to see little things here and there that I'm probably gonna have to fix and correct, and some things I can't, like these. That's just part of the blade, and those are just going to be there. There's nothing I could do about that. If you know what those are, you know what those are. I don't need to explain it, but I can explain it maybe at the very end when they're all polished up and everything else. We'll see what they look like at the very end. But for the most part, everything matched up perfectly, and there's only a little bit of gapping and a little bit of places which I can fill and then come back and correct. But man, and I don't know why there's gapping, to be honest. It's between the liner and the scale, which is odd. It may have been something to do with when I redid it all, but yeah, we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. So now it's time to hand sand all these out. Oh, and by the way, I finished the other 4. So the 3 skeletonized and the cardinal clip are all done and looking good, and I'll show those guys off here in a minute. I also have my live stream tomorrow, so I'll show you guys the other 3. I'm gonna get pictures of them and do that, and then I'm gonna start hands shaping all of these guys. This shouldn't take too long. G10 moves pretty well, and I've already removed a bulk of the material. One thing I do need to do is I gotta clean. Everything is purple and teal, and you know, it's time to clean all that kind of stuff up.
Well, guys, I finished up the 3 skeletonized blades and the cardinal clip. They've all been sharpened. They all have the lanyards attached to them now, and they're all completely done. So I'm really happy with the way that these all came out, and looking forward to getting them sold. The only thing I'm waiting for really is the loops. I had to order some more loops. I ran out. These were my last 2. So let's take a quick look. The mini gargoyles, both acid etched and tumbled ADC RV2. I got that nice edge on them. And I did a live stream for that, so hopefully you guys caught that live stream of me sharpening some of these, not all of them. But they all came out really well. Nice little, you know, EDC fixie. Very comfortable in the hand for being a skeletonized blade. And I did the best I could with the sheath. I decided not to do my little experiment with these. It's just not something I can wrap my head around yet. Maybe with some package hatchets I could try that, but I don't know about the skeletonized blade. Like I said, it's difficult to get that retention point, and the skeletonized are always going to have just a slight bit of rattle in there just because of that. And then the naked column looks good as well. The sheath is pretty tight, actually, but it is in there. I think that front hole is actually holding retention on it too, but the naked column came out fairly well. I like it. I think there's something fun about that little shape as a little cutter, but I know a lot of people, it doesn't really speak to them, but yep, it's a fun little blade. Again, nice little EDC carry if you need to. So we're going to throw that on the Etsy store, see how it goes, as well as the mini gargoyles as of right now. One of these might be spoken for, but I'm not really sure what's happening with that right now. So we have those are done. And then the cardinal clip. I have to wicked wax the handle real quick, but other than that, this thing is looking pretty good. I decided to go with the brown raptor skin and brass sheath, which I think kind of the entire package just kind of works together now. And it turned out really nice. Again, this was a prototype design. You know, it's funny, you start off with this drawing. What can I do differently? And then I came up with that drawing, and it had been kicked around for almost a year before I decided to do this project. And then I did the wood and blank, and now I have the finished product. And it's pretty awesome to see all of these things sitting here and how it started off as a drawing and now I actually have a usable tool that I can use. So that is pretty awesome, and this will probably hit the Etsy store as well. So hopefully you guys will like it. Hand satin finish. It has a very interesting shape and just something a little bit different to add to the repertoire of blades that I'm doing. So I kind of got into this clip point phase where I liked little clip points and decided to design one, and here we go. So now I have 2 or 3 little clip points that I can use and pull if you guys want one. So it's awesome, and the clips into the sheath really well and no rattling, and it's going to be really cool. I'm going to do a brown loop on it just because, and it's going to look cool. So got these done. I got all the cards filled out and time to get them sold. So I'm pretty happy with the way that these came out. Now I got to finish those 2 maxes.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I've been out here working on the maxes before my live stream, which I need to go start setting that up right now. Don't mind the lawn crews out here. Hopefully they don't make any noise. But I had to share this with you guys before the live stream started because I got one of the maxes pretty much done on the handle. And this is the Pops Pro Cut. And I wanted to kind of show you guys it before I do the live stream, even though the live stream will be before this video comes out. But anyway, this is the Pops Pro Cut Max, and the handle came out wonderful. Some people are questioning this color combo. I, for one, think it's awesome. The purple and the Tiffany blue. Yeah, that came out pretty darn good. It is not really Coke bottled, but I did contour all of this area really well so it shapes the hand and fits in the hand very, very well. Yeah, I'm really excited about it, and the overall look of the Pops Pro Cut Max is looking pretty darn good. So I'm pretty happy with the way that this is coming out. I need to clean this blade up a little bit more, but guys, we're looking really good. So I'm gonna go set up for the live stream, and now I have to make this handle look like that handle. I don't know, guys. I'm really excited about this. All right, guys, the live stream went very well. As you can tell, we got both handles shaped out really well and looking pretty good. This is the AriesEDC 2, and this is the Pops Pro Cut. There's just a couple issues that I'm finding, just so you guys are aware, especially this, which I pointed out earlier, these little marks that are in the handle. So basically, when I'm building the scales, I drill the little holes that give someplace for the epoxy to go when I'm gluing up the scales. And I try to line those up in the middle. Well, with all of the issues that I was having with the handles and everything, yeah, that's what that is. So those aren't going anywhere. They almost look purposeful in the handle, but that's kind of what they are. And unfortunately, there's nothing I could do about it right now. Also, this is the AriesEDC 2, and we have some gapping. So I'm not really sure what happened here either, but we have some gapping in this area and then all along the back. So I have some filler that I can fill all these holes up in, and then I'm gonna have to come back and sand all this out again and to make it all look nice. But unfortunately, we still have work to do on the 2 maxes. Beyond that, we are ready for the sheaths, and I've been going back and forth a lot with what I'm going to do for the sheath, and I think the best thing for me to do is just keep it simple. Over as much as I would love to do patterns and doing something fun, I'm not able to find this color that's really close to what this is, and it's just not going to look good. So I'm just going to keep it black. So we're just going to do a black taco sheath for both of these and go with that, and then just do a black loop. And if somebody wants to do a different colored loop moving forward, they could do that. So all that's left on this is the sheath
and sharpening, and these two are done, and then they will join all of the other finished products that were done. I also just kind of wicked waxed that handle up and made it look very nice. So everything is looking really good. I got to get some pictures of this. I got to get some pictures of all of these, the skeletonized stuff, and then get those out the door, and then get these working on too, because I just got word that the stainless is on its way back. So I'll have those here in the next 3 or 4 days, but I got to finish these. But I am really excited about finishing these up. My vision is coming to life. This is my vision. I envisioned the look of this, the yin and yang thing going on, and I think it looks pretty cool as a pair sitting next to each other is pretty cool. But we will see what we are going to do with these. So the Pops Pro Cut, really good. ADC RV2, looking really good as well. And I think I almost like this. I still like that better than this. Unfortunately, we had the whoopsie and I fixed it, but moving forward, the Max is not gonna have the harpoon. It'll just be that, which is, I think that's a better top line than this one is, but just my opinion. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna end with here, guys. Thank you so much. I'm excited about getting these finished up, and I hope you guys are excited about seeing them finished up. So we're gonna do sheaths and sharpening and just a little touch-ups on this one to get this one all done. But that'll be on the next video. Again, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. That choice is always yours.